Welcome to the Primitive Lifeways channel. In this video series, I want to take you step by step in exactly how to make a prehistoric stylized knife. At the end of this video series, we'll actually test this out along with a more modern version. So stick around, we got a great show coming up. In prehistoric times, the flint knife was an important item to have for many native peoples. One of the best preserved examples comes from the Austrian-Italian border, where two German tourists discovered Ötzi. Although we won't be making an exact copy of Ötzi's knife, we will be using a similar concept in construction. First, we will start by making and constructing the blade. Okay, so here's the flake that I'll be working with. This is a piece of dacite that I knocked off of a larger core. And I need to first start off by thinning it out and removing some of this cortex, as you can see here. And I'll do that with copper billets. And then of course, put on my dust mask because I also need to abrade. So I'm just looking to remove a lot of this mass. Right in here, you can see that there's a ridge and there's a hump, and this flake is pretty thick, and there's also a hump in here. All right, so you can see I have the majority of this cortex removed, and I'm going to attempt to get in here where there's a little bit of stacking and remove that with a fine pressure flaker. So I'll braid just the edge of that, and I'll get in here and attack that out, or at least I'll attempt to. And I'll continue to thin this piece. So you can see we now have a pretty good biface. I still got some more shaping, some more thinning, but this process takes time, and we'll continue on. So here's the trick to this. I take an abrasion stone and I just get into this pocket and I abrade lightly. So I just rough this area up. Just like that. And that gives the copper something to bite onto, so it's not so slick. And there we go. You can see I get underneath it and I remove that stacking. I'll do the same thing right here. I moved on to a lighter copper billet. I'm still using percussion flaking to thin out this stone, but anything heavier than this, I could break it, because this is starting to, it's not there yet, but it's starting to get thinner. That was a good flake. Another good one. Here's what we're looking at. You can see I have this thinned out quite a bit, and I'll continue on, but I want to hit this with my pressure flaker. I want to start evening up this edge and set up better platforms. You can see there's a little bit of waviness on this side. Same thing with this side here. So I'll even that up and get it nice and symmetrical. See, we have this thing pretty symmetrical. What I want to do at this point is continue to work on this with a pressure flaker and just remove more flakes, get these flakes to travel and thin it out just a tad bit more. And then I'll end up sharpening this to a tip. But it's looking really good. Got quite a bit of progress on it.